Dr. Mustafa Barghouti is Secretary General and co-founder of the Palestinian National Initiative. He was also Minister of Information in the Palestinian Unitary Government in 2007.
What we need is to continue our struggle, and Israel clearly sends one message, which is that it understands only the language of force. But what we need also is a very strong international pressure to stop this atrocity against Palestinian population. Let me remind you that we're not only facing strikes today, we've been under Israeli military occupation for 56 years. This is the longest occupation in modern history. We've been suffering from a system of apartheid that is described as much worse than whatever happened before in South Africa. And in general, we've been facing also results of ethnic cleansing that was conducted against us in 1948. So the sum of all of that is that Palestine is probably now the place of the greatest suffering in the world. And this must change. And it can only change if Israel stops these attacks, if the road to peace is opened, and if de-escalation takes place immediately.
Israel's Prime Minister has vowed that strikes on Gaza are just the beginning. In your view, what does that look like? What do you think happens next in terms of Israel's plans? They're talking about a ground operation next.
A ground operation will lead to complete and total destruction of Gaza. I mean by that no house will be left standing. That is a horrible, horrible result and horrible mistake. But a ground operation could provoke a regional war. I don't think that Hezbollah in the north will stay silent. And this could mean that Israel will engage in another war in the north. And this could mean also a regional total explosion. So Netanyahu is playing with fire. He knows that he will be dismissed because of his failure in standing up to Hamas attack. But he's trying to protect his position by killing more and more people. He doesn't care about Palestinians or Israelis. He cares only about himself. And as such, he is the worst criminal opportunist ever.
To outsiders, will you explain how the Palestinian cause could possibly have been served or advanced by Hamas's actions?
Well, you must understand some of the actions that happened against civilians were not necessarily committed by Hamas. There was a complete chaos. We are against attacking any civilian. But in general, Hamas is a part of the Palestinian political groups. It has participated strongly in resisting occupation and the system of oppression against Palestinian people. And I do believe that what we need now is unity that could unify all Palestinian groups behind our struggle for freedom, for independence, for real lasting peace, and for justice. I think that the world owes it to us to stop being so biased to the Israeli narrative and to start to see the fact that we are the ones who are under occupation, we are the ones who are oppressed, we are the ones who are oppressed with a system of apartheid by Israel. And we are the ones that are being bombarded at the moment with terrible airstrikes. Israel has the most powerful military machine in the world after the United States, maybe. And they are using all of that might to attack civilian population, basically. Palestinian fighters have only very light weapons and very limited resources. So there is no equality in this situation.